My grape cuttings for 2013. In case you haven't watched any of the earlier ones, I pruned my grapes on the 15th of the month of April. Today is the 12th of May. I should have, if I wanted to do this and be really successful, I would have taken the cuttings before they budded out, at least a month before these were taken out. Some of the buds that you're hoping to turn into roots had already started their producing a cane. I didn't think this would really work well. I told everybody I didn't really expect any of these to make it because everything was done wrong. Excuse me. I put the cuttings in water for 6 days. That's a no-no. You would have all these pots ready to go, ready with holes in them, root-tone ready, and you would take your cuttings, trim them up as necessary, dip them in a root-tone, put them in here, and put the bags on them. They set in water for 6 days. On the 21st, I did a video on putting these in here with the little cages around it. You can see how the cages have, and these plastic sandwich bags, basically roll bags, they're big enough to go around the pots, kept the moisture in. Well, I've been shielding these from direct sunlight because as the sun changes and comes more vertical, and it does, you can see the difference in a few weeks. They were sitting here and I was having to block them every day so the sun wouldn't bake them. So anyway, 21 days later, it's time to see what's going on. So I'll just cut these little ties off. Now, everything was done wrong that could be done wrong. Just think of what would have happened if you took them at the proper time. I know this one didn't look good. It wasn't a good candidate to start with. This one was the same way. These others seem to be a little bit better candidate. And this is the one that I stuck in and had to make a frame because the buds were so far apart that I had to put it in on an angle. This may or may not make it, but it's still got green after 21 days. This one has made it. Obviously this one has made it. And if I can just try to make this too long, I will zoom in on them. So the one on the left definitely has made it. The second one is definitely dead. The third one has made it. The fourth one is dead. And this one on the end is iffy, but I would bet that it will probably grow. So that's it. Even when you screw up and mess up and do it at the wrong time, you can have results. Now normally you'd want to get about a 50% return on cuttings, and this is 60%. Even if it's only 2, it'd be 40%, considering if I had done everything proper and did it when they were dormant, I would probably have 5 new plants in there. Like I need even 3 new ones. Thanks for watching. All my new subs, thanks for subbing. There's been so many, I cannot personally thank you all. I like to talk about plants in reference to the ages of humans. Now these plants basically have been in an incubator, just like a premature born baby would have been, just to help them get started. You wouldn't take them out of the incubator and feed them cereal or strain fruits. You wouldn't take them out in the bright sunshine. You wouldn't take them to the beach. Just like these. Now they have to be hardened off. They've been in here in a protected cocoon. And now they have to be brought into the sunlight over a period of 2 or 3 weeks. Since we spent 21 days growing them, why would we want to not take 21 days before they get into bright sunlight? That will give them twice as many roots, but it'll give them more than twice, because as the roots grow, they grow exponentially, just like tomato plants. Takes a while for it to get started, but I can't just set these outside. Hardening off, that's the key. Well, I finished the video, and was just going to remove these two that didn't make it. And see the roots? That's 21 days. Unfortunately, because of the time it was picked, it didn't have a viable bud to take the energy out of these roots to send to that bud to make one of those. And here's the other one. It wasn't that it didn't have roots. It has no bud. So you know these with the leaves on them have at least that many roots. Just thought I'd put this in there. I just thought it died and never took. But it tried to live, it just didn't have anywhere for the energy to go. That's why you do it when they're dormant. So it builds all these roots up, these buds break dormancy, and voila, new plant.